What's up, guys? It is Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and welcome to my review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 304. Well, it looks like this whole Sound 4 filler arc is going to continue, and I really enjoyed last week's episode. However, this one was kind of a stinker. That's not to say that there weren't some parts I didn't enjoy, but for the most part, this just really wasn't a very good episode for me personally, and the whole episode really could be brought down to this one little single thing, which is our four main characters right now are trapped, they can't get out, and they're trying to figure out how to get out. That's pretty much the whole synopsis of this entire episode. However, like I said, there are some things that I really enjoyed, so let's just jump right into that. Our heroes Neji, Kiba, Shikamaru, and Choji are hanging out in what literally looks like a giant eyeball. And that's essentially what they have them trapped in. It's their souls, apparently. And this is a really crazy technique. It's obviously something they could just make right up for a filler. That's why it's so insane. But like I said, I really like the design of this freaky barrier. It looks like a giant eyeball. It has like all the veins and everything. You can actually see the cornea and everything right at the top. It's real creepy looking, and it's a great setting for this battle. Problem is, when the battle gets started, it's animated very shoddily, and it's just really not that fun to watch. And like I said, the first chunk of the episode is really just seeing our characters on the ground in sort of this vegetative state while all of their friends are trying to figure out how to snap them out of this situation. You got Shino and Hinata, and then you got Ino, who's actually trying to do some pretty clever stuff by transferring her chakra into both Choji and Shikamaru. But that's beside the point. What we really want to see in this filler is the Sound 4 fighting against these characters trying to get their revenge. And the Sound 4 do have this one cool moment where they all get to do a summon, which is really awesome. Of course, you have Kidomaru and his giant spider. You have Sakan and Ukon with their giant Rashomon gates. You have Tayuya, who summons her giants. And then, oddly enough, you have Jirobu, who summons this big rock golem creature, which is nothing too special, and you don't even really get to see it do anything that cool. And that's a shame. They all summon these really great things, and they don't really do too much with them. Instead, what we get is just sort of this stilted action scene where our characters are able to take them out a little bit, only to be told that you're never going to escape from this place, even if you beat us, and the fact of the matter is, we're immortal, so you're screwed. Most of the dilemmas of the episode come from Shikamaru trying to be a good leader, and he's still sort of beating himself up a little bit because in the last one he wasn't able to really bring Sasuke back. He wasn't able to properly lead the team. He thinks this. But the other guys are like, no, you're here to back us up. You're like the Captain America of this group. You're the one who tells us what to do and how to fuck shit up. And it seems like things are going to work out, but it's pretty obvious that Shikamaru is pretty shaken by what's going on here, because even he cannot figure out how to get out of this situation. What I can tell you is this episode felt a little contrived and a little slow, kind of like wading through some molasses. It just really didn't go anywhere, and like I said, the whole episode really could be summed up in our characters are trapped, and they don't know how to get out. That's pretty much it. If you were following last week's episode, you might get something out of this one. However, if you're just sort of jumping into the Naruto Shippuden anime right now, you're probably not going to dig this episode very much. And even though I'm following it, I'm not really digging it too much either. Like I said, the animation was so-so, a lot of the fights were kind of laughably bad, and the coolest part for me was when the Sound 4 got to summon all that stuff. But, like I said, there were still a few moments I liked, but it was nowhere near perfect. So, I'm going to drop a 5 out of 10 on this one. There were a ton of flaws in this one. It moved way too slow. The animation was just okay. If a little bit more would have happened with the actual storyline and given me something a little more interesting to get excited about, maybe I'd give it a few more points. But just a 5 on this one. Not the best episode in the world. Frankly, guys, I think you should skip this one. So if you did tune in for this episode, how did you feel about it? You can let me know with your comments below. Remember guys, as always, if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up. That concludes this review today. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.